Hello, everyone. Welcome to our channel, Healing Sleep Stories, where you can listen to the sound of my voice. And tonight we are floating into the quiet. Picture this, you're standing barefoot in a green field, sun on your face, nothing to do but breathe. The world slows, the noise fades, your shoulders drop, and if you're thinking, wait, am I already getting sleepy? Yeah, you probably won't survive this fully awake. So, before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe. But only if you truly enjoy what I do here. And tell me, where are you listening from, and what time is it where you are? Now, dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and let's ease into tonight's journey together. You begin on a breath, simple. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth, again. This time slower, the kind of breath that tells your body, hey, I think we're safe now. Your shoulders don't quite believe it yet, but that's okay. They will. You lie still, cocooned in whatever blanket or silence you've made your own tonight, and let yourself picture it. A field, vast, green, impossibly soft, the kind of green that doesn't even exist in traffic lights or digital screens. A shade reserved only for nature and, maybe, vintage movie posters with hand-painted hills. Tall grass waves around you, not chaotically, but rhythmically, like they're breathing with you. The sky above is more lavender than blue. Early evening, that perfect golden hour hue, spilling gold dust on the edges of every petal. Somewhere nearby, water trickles, maybe a stream, maybe your imagination. Either way, it knows not to be too loud. And there you are, standing barefoot in the middle of it all. You don't remember how you got there. You don't need to. This isn't the kind of place you find with a GPS. It's the kind of place your nervous system sends a postcard to when you finally stop scrolling. A breeze lifts, warm, not hot, scented with flowers you can't name, but instantly trust. You start walking, slowly, not because you're tired, but because your body has realized there's no longer anything to rush toward. Each step presses softly into the cool ground, which seems to rise to meet your feet like a good host. No rocks, no bugs, not even a rogue Lego piece. Just lush moss and that perfectly crunchy leaf here and there. Your arms swing gently at your sides, fingertips brushing against tall, wild flowers that lean in like they're curious about your story. Somewhere behind you, the sun continues its descent. It's lower now, just above the horizon, casting golden halos through the grass. Its warmth lands on your shoulders like a friendly hand, one that says, "You're here now. Let it go." You pause, close your eyes, feel that warmth soak in through your skin and bones, and maybe even into your memories. And just like that, tension leaks out of your face. Your brow unknots itself. The muscles behind your eyes give up the fight, Cheeks soften, jaw unhinges like a tired sigh. It's subtle, but if you listen closely, your body says, "Thank you." You smile, not because you mean to, but because your nervous system is doing a little happy dance, and the corners of your mouth decided to join in. Let it happen. You don't need to force peace. You just need to stop interrupting it. Far off, birds are chirping in some comical pattern that sounds vaguely like a ringtone from 2006. You laugh silently. Who knew birds had retro taste? As you walk, you notice something else. You're not carrying anything. No bag, no phone, not even shoes. You don't even miss them. One breath. You realize that your feet feel incredibly light, softer than you remember. You look down, still you, still grounded, but something's shifted. You keep walking, deeper into the meadow now, where the grass grows taller and the air cooler. You spot a rabbit, or maybe it's a very fluffy rock. Historians still argue whether early monks mistook marmots for spiritual omens. Regardless, this one blinks at you approvingly and hops away, taking your last bit of skepticism with it. Now, you reach a small slope, barely noticeable, but enough that with each step upward, you feel something drop away. Not physical weight, more like mental lint, old worries, useless loops, outdated opinions of yourself, gone, and in their place, a sensation creeps in. Not fear, not sadness, just stillness, like the whole world agreed to whisper for a while. As you walk, you pass under a lone tree, tall, patient, probably wiser than you. Its bark is gnarled with time. Its leaves shimmer as though sprinkled with tiny stars. You reach out to touch the trunk, and when you do, it hums. Not loudly, not in sound, but you feel it in your hand, in your chest. A quiet vibration that seems to say, "You are not alone here." This place is not a metaphor. It's real, even if it only exists in the space between waking and sleep. You find a patch of moss and lie down. The grass bends kindly beneath you. The sky swells wider. Somewhere behind your eyelids, a memory surfaces. Something gentle, maybe a childhood nap, maybe that time you forgot what time it was, and for once, it didn't matter. Let that feeling bloom. Let it grow until it fills your chest and leaks into your arms, your legs, your toes. That's it. You're not drifting yet, but you're loosened, unlatched from the day. And just as your thoughts begin to flicker like fireflies at dusk, something tugs at your insides, a signal, an invitation to keep going, to see what lies just beyond the tree line, where gravity gets a little lazy and dreams begin to float. You smile again, because deep down, you've always known. Tonight, you're not just going to sleep, you're going to leave Earth behind.
D.
You sit up slowly, still nestled in the mossy cradle of that quiet field. There's no hurry, no voices calling your name. The only sound now is the hush of the wind through wild grass, and somewhere, the rhythmic rustle of leaves that somehow feels like applause for you. You rise to your feet and notice something strange. You don't remember putting shoes on. That's because you never did. Your feet are still bare and buzzing with sensation. Every blade of grass seems to greet you, not with discomfort, but with a gentle brush. It's like walking through velvet that's been dipped in morning dew. You take another step, and then another, and something subtle begins to shift. You're lighter, not in the float away like a balloon kind of way. More like someone unhooked all the emotional grocery bags you didn't realize you were carrying. Stress, gone. Regret, slipped off somewhere near that rabbit. That awkward thing you said in 2014 vanished. The breeze picks up. It daws along your neck and twirls through your hair like a mischievous child. It smells faintly of citrus and pine needles, not overpowering, just enough to remind you that somewhere out there, a tree is still trying to impress you. You laugh, and with that laugh, something peels away from you, something tight, old, maybe a layer of self-consciousness, maybe the final thread of the day's noise. Whatever it was, it's no longer yours. You keep walking. The trees now are taller, curved like cathedral arches above your head. Sunlight filters through in patches that move as you move. This isn't just a forest. It's a threshold. And you're not walking anymore. Not exactly. Your steps are lighter, yes, but there's less friction, less gravity, less I need to prove something, more I think I'll float now. Ahead, a clearing opens wide, like a secret that's just been waiting to be remembered. There's a stone bench in the middle, curved like a crescent moon. You sit down, place your hands on the smooth surface, and exhale long, deep fennel like your entire body is deflating its last ounce of performance. Birdsong continues above, and there, near your feet, a fox curls into a nap, completely unbothered by your presence. Foxes, by the way, were once believed to be messengers of the spirit world in ancient Japanese folklore. Kitsune, they were called, beings that could shift shape and slip between realms. This one, he's just snoring gently, and somehow that's enough cosmic wisdom for tonight. You close your eyes, feel your arms, feel your shoulders. Notice how they've begun to tingle, not like pins and needles, but like goosebumps made of warmth. That warmth drips slowly down your spine, out into your fingers, down into your calves. Every muscle, tendon, and tired little ligament now says the same thing. We're safe. That thought expands outward. You begin to wonder, if I'm safe, what else can I let go of? So you try something bold. You reach down and peel off your idea of should. Yes, should. You unlake like an old boot and toss it gently into the field. A butterfly lands on it immediately and flaps away, carrying it to wherever butterflies go when they don't have existential baggage. You follow, not the butterfly, the feeling. The idea that every step forward is making you lighter, less defined by what you've done, and more connected to what you're becoming. You glance down again. Your feet don't quite touch the grass anymore. They hover, just a bit. No fanfare, no special effects. Just a quiet lift, as if the earth herself has decided, you don't need to carry all that. Let me hold you. Your arms stretch out gently. You're not flapping or trying. You're just being. And you begin to rise. Not dramatically, but consistently, like a leaf caught in the breath of dawn. You look back down at the fox, still napping, still snoring, still completely uninterested in your spiritual evolution. He knows. He's seen it all before. He's probably writing a book about it in his dreams. You smile again, where in the branches above the leaves shimmer, and you hear it, a whisper, just one word. Your name, not shouted, not urgent, just spoken, softly, kindly, like a lullaby that remembers who you were before the world got noisy. And you keep lifting. You pass the tallest tree. A bird hops onto your shoulder, then off again. You're not sure if it was real or if gravity just hiccuped for a moment. Historians still argue whether ancient mystics could actually levitate, or whether they were just very good at standing still while everything else moved. Tonight, you're leaning toward the levitation theory, because here you are, no wires, no effort, just you rising higher, feet still warm from the earth, heart still humming with fox naps and citrus winds. Below you, the forest grows smaller. The field narrows to a green patchwork. The sun dips lower, and up here, it's quiet, not empty, just silent. That deep, rare silence that comes only when everything is finally aligned. Not perfect, just aligned. You reach out your arms and stretch. There's no resistance, no air pressure, no guilt, and you realize something beautiful. This isn't escape. This is return to yourself, to the quiet core of you that always knew how to rise. The stars haven't appeared yet, but you can feel them preparing. They're dusting off their light, tuning their frequency, getting ready to welcome you. But for now, you hover right here, between the grass and the galaxy, between the you that tried so hard and the you that's finally ready to float. The sky glows purple now. Somewhere off in the distance, thunder rumbles, not threatening, just announcing. The world is making space for you, and you're about to lift off. You are no longer bound by footsteps. The earth has released you, not like someone letting go, but like a mother watching her child take flight for the first time, proud, peaceful, still there if you need her. The last wisp of air from the forest brushes your soles like a blessing or a soft farewell. And now the sky is yours. Above you, the atmosphere begins to thin. Colors change. Blues grow deeper, richer, until they tip into velvet. Stars start to pierce the fabric of the sky like tiny, mischievous holes in a giant dome. They wink at you. They've been expecting you. You ascend slowly, gracefully, your arms resting by your side, your legs uncrossed, your body a peaceful passenger in its own evolution. Below, the curve of the earth emerges, not a map, not a globe, but a living, breathing being. She turns slowly, rhythmically, cloaked in swirls of white cloud, crowned with a golden rim of light where the sun is retreating. You pause for a moment in that space, right between in gravity and the stars. It's quiet, profoundly quiet. Even your thoughts have grown soft, like they're whispering to each other rather than shouting. You don't need answers right now. Just breathe. And this view. The silence out here isn't empty. It's full of things not yet said, full of wonder, full of meaning. You don't need to understand just yet. You drift sideways now, slowly rotating. It feels like floating in honey, but honey made of light, golden, viscous, a syrupy silence that hugs every cell of your being. Your fingers uncurl. You hadn't realized how long you've been holding on, maybe to control or to memory or just to the habit of clenching. But out here, there's nothing to hold and nothing to fear. You pass a satellite. It hums softly, spinning in its endless vigil. A reminder, even the loneliest things in space are not really alone. You keep floating. No direction, no destination, just up. And that's when it happens. You begin to glow. Not in a sci-fi way, not like a cartoon, more like the way embers glow when they're just right, hot at the core, cool at the edge, radiating peace. The stars around you respond. One pulses, another flickers, one seems to dance, and you realize they recognize you because you are stardust. You've always been. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, the same ingredients that make up galaxies also make up you. You are not separate. You are not visiting. You are returning. You laugh. It's soft. It doesn't echo. It just dissolves into the stars like sugar in tea. You wonder, How many people have floated this way in their dreams? How many have hovered just above the atmosphere and forgotten to tell themselves it was real? You decide not to forget. You stretch again, and as you do, your spine straightens, not because it must, but because it wants to. Your body knows it was made to rise. You roll slightly, facing the moon now. She's full tonight, silver and quiet, not watching you, mirroring you. She too holds light that isn't hers. She too reflects what others forget they can. And you smile at her as one reflector to another. The stars thicken around you, not clustered, just closer, more familiar. They aren't scattered jewels. They're your siblings, your stories, your songs. Each one sings in a different pitch. Some hum like deep cellos. Others trill like flutes, gentle and high. Together they form a chorus, not loud, but unmistakable, a lullaby for the soul, a hymn for the sleeper. You inhale deeply, even out here you breathe. But this breath isn't oxygen, it's memory, ancestry, possibility. You feel yourself filling with something ancient, wisdom that has no name, compassion that needs no reason, a knowing that has never lived in books or lectures, only in the silence of stardust. You exhale, and as you do, tiny sparks fall from your fingertips. They drift downward, falling through the atmosphere like silent fireworks. Maybe someone far below will see them and make a wish. Maybe they'll think it was a shooting star, and maybe they'll be right, because you're becoming one. You are light now, not metaphorically, not poetically, literally light. Fine, thread-like beams weave through your arms, your chest, your legs. You aren't disappearing. You're refining. You're not leaving yourself behind. You're becoming more you than ever. Below you, the earth keeps spinning. But you are not spinning. You are still, perfectly still in a universe that turns and breathes around you. And that stillness, that peace, it is yours. It isn't borrowed. It isn't conditional. It doesn't require approval or worthiness or effort. It just is. You think, maybe this is what angels feel like. Not winged, not singing in choirs, just whole, weightless, clear. You close your eyes, and for the first time, there is nothing pressing behind your eyelids. No to-do lists, no unfinished conversations, just darkness, soft, velvety, kind. You smile one last time and allow yourself to drift, not to fall, not to fly, just to be. In this moment, in this galaxy, in this breath, the moon nods, the stars hush, and you, glowing slightly, exhale once more, and sleep begins to bloom. You are no longer a visitor in space. You belong here, suspended in the hush of the cosmos, The void around you feels more like a cradle than an emptiness. There's nothing cold or lonely here, only the vast, gentle stretch of existence. You drift through this celestial nursery where nebulae bloom like watercolor petals and comets thread silver stitches across the fabric of night. Each star you pass seems to vibrate slightly, like a plucked harp string, acknowledging you, welcoming you. And now, something new begins. A pulling sensation, but not gravity. This isn't a force that drags. It's a calling. A gentle magnetic hum coming from within. From the center of your chest, light begins to pulse, dim at first, then brighter, then steadier, as if your body were remembering something ancient and essential, like how to love or how to glow. You float toward the sound of it, not with effort, not with direction, just with trust. A spiral of stars unfurls ahead. It turns slowly, lazy, like a great cosmic fingerprint. Galaxies curling in infinite loops, inviting you inward. Each loop, each ring, feels like a layer of you, unfolding, expanding. You are peeling back veils without fear. There is nothing to hide here, not from others, not from yourself. The deeper you drift into the spiral, the more transparent you become, not invisible, but honest. Your thoughts float away like dandelion seeds. Your fears, they don't cling, they simply dissolve. Not because they've been solved, but because they're no longer needed. And in their place comes light. It starts in your fingertips, then fills your arms, then flows through your heart like warm gold. You can feel it melting old scars as it passes, not erasing them, honoring them, softening them, turning wounds into wisdom. You drift deeper into the spiral. It's not a tunnel, it's not a path, it's a memory of who you are. You reach a place now where sound doesn't travel, but meaning does. There are no words here, only knowing. A planet appears before you, suspended in this starry dance. It glows like a pearl kissed by moonlight. Its surface ripples gently as if it breathes. And from it, a soft mist rises, like incense, like a memory you can't quite name. You land gently on its surface, no impact, no shift, like stepping into a dream you've always belonged to. The ground is soft, like moss or memory. It adjusts to your form, not bending under your weight, embracing it. You lie down. You don't need to be upright here. There is no up, no down, only now. Above you, a canopy of stars. Below you, an ocean of light. Around you, silence. And then a voice, not outside you, not inside you, through you. It doesn't speak in language, it speaks in warmth. It says, "You are safe now. You are home. You are whole." You believe it, because in this moment, you do feel whole. Not perfect, not fixed, just complete. Even with your cracks, even with your softness. You remember now that softness is strength, that surrender is not defeat, That rest is sacred. You breathe. Starlight enters. You breathe out. Worry leaves. Each breath a cycle, each breath a lullaby. Your bones begin to hum, not with noise, with calm, like the vibration of a tuning fork struck just once, gently, in a still room. You are being rewritten, not replaced, just reminded of your light, your worth, your place in the vast, strange beauty of everything. You smile, barely. Your lips don't need to move, your heart does it for you. And now, from above, tiny threads of light begin to descend. They aren't random, they know you. They've waited for you. They begin to wrap around your body, not trapping, but tuning, like strings around an instrument being carefully drawn into harmony. Your breath deepens, your thoughts blur. You're not asleep yet, but you are very, very close. Your edges fade. You become less body and more being, less form, more feeling, less thought, more truth. You hear laughter in the distance. Not loud, not even nearby, but familiar. Like the echo of a friend's joy from another life. It makes you feel known. You realize you have never been lost, only searching. And now you can rest, because what you sought, it was never out there. It's always been here, in this stillness, in this light, in you. Your breath slows, your body softens, your mind melts into the music of stars, and in that sacred hush, sleep finds you, wraps you in arms of light, and whispers, "Welcome back." You are lying within the soft glow of a planet made of light, cradled by stardust, held by warmth, and for the first time in a long, long while, you are not moving, you are not reaching, you are not trying, you are simply being. The spiral galaxy still turns above you, but slowly now, like a lullaby winding down. And with each turn, your breath softens. You feel your chest rise and fall, as if rocked by invisible waves. You're not drifting anymore. You are floating in place, anchored not by weight, but by peace. Your soul is still. A quiet murmur hums beneath your skin. It's not thought. It's not memory. It's truth. Something sacred inside you is whispering, "This is who you are. This is what you've always been. Light, gentle enough." And it sinks in, not just into your ears, but into your bones, into your heart, into that deep, hidden center of you that always wondered if you were okay. You are okay. You are more than okay. A breeze passes over you. Even though this planet is no wind here, it smells like eucalyptus and distant rain, like home, like a place your body remembers even if your mind has forgotten. The threads of light around you begin to fade, but not disappear. They become part of you, woven into your breath, your skin, your memories. You will carry them home, and now you begin to descend, not fall, flow downward, back through the spiral, past the veil of stars, past the sleeping nebulae, the galaxies that waved at you in silence. They all seem to nod now, not goodbye, but we'll see you again. As you move gently down, you notice you're not the same. You don't weigh the same. But it's not that you weigh less. It's that you've left something behind. The noise, the rush, the expectations, the tiny invisible rules you always thought you had to follow. Gone. They didn't burn away. They just no longer apply here. Your heart is lighter because it's no longer trying to prove anything. It just beats, and that's enough. You pass the moon again. Its silver surface shimmering like a mirror, and for a brief moment, you glimpse your reflection, not your face, not your features, but your essence. You are glowing. Your breath meets the earth's atmosphere again. The air thickens, but it doesn't weigh you down. It welcomes you. Birdsong floats in from somewhere. Wind moves through treetops. Water laps at a distant shore. You land softly, barefoot, on that same meadow where it all began. But now, the grass feels even softer. The earth underneath you hums, because now you are humming too. You lie down again on the earth, eyes closed, not to escape, but to absorb. The stars you passed are now inside you. Their music is in your breath. Their stories are stitched into your skin. You feel your body again. The gentle rise of your chest, the curve of your arms, the warmth in your belly, the length of your legs. But you don't feel trapped. You feel chosen, as if your soul has re-entered the body. Not reluctantly, but reverently. You have returned, not just to earth, but to yourself. A few final thoughts drift through, like feathers on wind, and you let them pass. You don't chase, you don't analyze. You trust that what needs to stay will stay, and what needs to go will go. There's nothing left to do. No more questions to answer. No more stories to rewrite. Just breath. Just this moment. Just sleep. Your eyelids are heavier now, not tired, relaxed. Your mind dimming like the soft flicker of candlelight in a quiet room. And your last waking thought is not a word, but a feeling. The feeling of being okay, of being whole, of being free. So now, as your breath slows even more, As your heartbeat moves like a drum in a distant dream, let go, sink deeper, and drift into the deepest, kindest, most luminous sleep you've ever known. The stars are watching, the earth is holding you, and you are safe. Good night. Thank you for journeying with me tonight. Whether you drifted far among the stars or simply rested in the quiet of your own breath, know that this moment was enough. Every time you choose rest, you are choosing healing. And every time you return to yourself, you become lighter, softer, more whole. This meditation will always be here for you. Whenever the world feels too loud or your mind too busy or your heart too heavy to carry alone, you can come back to this space, this voice, this stillness, as often as you need. If you're still awake, allow your body to stay settled, your mind to stay quiet, and let sleep find you naturally. It will. If you're already asleep, then let these final words settle into your dreams. Like soft snow on a silent forest. You are safe. You are loved. You are enough. Good night, beautiful soul.